All right. Hi there, everybody. So, welcome back to Wes's Side Story. So, I know my last video was just me painting the trim, and that's pretty much what this one's going to be as well. I still have at least the same amount of coats that I did in the first video remaining to put on my trim pieces. So, with that said, we'll go ahead and get part 2 started. Thank you guys again for tuning in and watching. I greatly appreciate everybody, and thank you so much for your time and just the positive feedback that I've been getting and things like that. Keep it up. If you have something that is wrong with your truck, put it in the comments. I'll be sure to try to reply and see if I can help you out. So with that said, let's get started. All right, guys. So I'm going to do my first clear coat on the back side of my trim. So I've been providing plenty ample time in between these, but I'm kind of running out of time, so I'm going to start doing my coats fairly quicker, maybe 30 minutes in between coats or something like that. I do like to allow it to dry really good. So, and this is a clear coat on the back, so really not worried about the back side as much. So I'm just going to do 2 coats of clear on the back. And like I said, I'm going to be putting my coats fairly a lot quicker together here. So I should probably have this video up in no time compared to the other one. And there is instructions on spray paint itself as well if you want to read and take the time to do that. It'll tell you how best to apply it and things like that. So that's always a good idea. And I'm really not worried so much about the back sides here as I am for the front. So if you're painting trim like this, also just be wary that there are holes going to lead out to the part that will be seen. So if you don't want any runs or anything like that on the front of your trim. So, alright, and that's pretty much got that. And you can see how quick it is to paint this stuff. I just say take your time, get your paint to where you want it. You know, thinner coats are always better. You can even the paint out a little bit more that way. So, all right, guys. So this is the second clear coat on the backs of my trim pieces. So this is going to be ample enough. I probably overkill for the back part, but you know, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it right. And these fumes, man, make sure you got fans on and ventilation and stuff, guys. Ah, shoot. My alarm went off right in the middle of that. Okay. So that was right at 30 minutes on this last coat. Alright, there we go. Clear coat number 2 on the back side of my trim. Alright, so here we have what the back looks like after the clear coat. So with black you really can't tell much. But alright, so that's the second layer of clear coat. I'm going to flip these back over now. Alright. Wow, just be careful with these things. You got to think they're 20 years old. So we'll flip them back over. Oh, man. Alright, so got them flipped over. Let me flip this back over. Alright, so there we go. Everything looks pretty good. Really good, actually. Wow. Yeah, I mean, for a spray paint job, you really can't even tell that it's been painted. It's really nice and good. So alright, there's that. Let me get spraying here. Alright guys, so this is going to be coat number 4 on the fronts. And I do just want to say, hindsight, you should probably do the backs first. That way you don't risk messing up your front, but mine look to be okay, so I'm not worried about it. So let's get this sprayed here. Oh, and this can is no good. Sometimes if you don't wipe the nozzles off, they'll kind of mess up on you. So I'm going to stop this video and shake my paint. Alright, so coat number 4 on the tops now. Remember, nice even coats, best of your ability. Be careful not to step on anything that you don't want to step on. Alright. So this may be overkill at this point, but you got to think all these pieces are going to be on the front of the vehicle. So you don't want to have the bugs and stuff breaking the paint off that you just work so hard to put on there. So overkill is always good when coating front pieces of the vehicle. Sometimes less is more too though, so just keep that in mind. Alright, we got that one. So this time I sprayed this way on this one. Next time I'm going to try to go the reverse, so that way we can cross hatch those together. But alright, there's number 4 on the fronts. Alright, and real quick, you can see how wet it is. So, coat number 4 doesn't look much different than coat number 1. But this is the process. Alright, so here we go. We're on coat number 5 on the tops of these things. Oh, that's right. I gotta go this way this time. Almost forgot. Hands wanting to try to spit on me. All right, I think that's probably pretty good. There we go, coat number 5 in the books. All right, so here we are, welcome back. This is coat number 6 for the top. You know, before I hit record, I do shake my paint can a lot, just so y'all are aware. How did that happen? Like at this point, you guys got to be careful. The paint will actually start flaking off of your plastic. So as you're moving around, it could potentially mess up your paint job. So just keep that in mind. And you do want to pay attention to the temperature to make sure that your paint turns out good. You don't want it to get too cold or what have you. It'll mess it up. So I've just been trying to think of different little tips I can tell you guys as we go here, and there's not a lot to painting. There really isn't. Spray paint has this almost invisible line that you need to follow. It's not invisible, of course, because you can see it. Oh, and I'm running out of spray paint with that can. That's not cool. Alright, main thing is I gotta pick up where I started. Or where I stopped. Oh, and that can's no good. Shoot. Just have to try to recover quickly if that happens. And I'm right here in the way. Sorry, guys. Yep, that's why I don't like using them below a certain spot. So good news is I can look in the light and see where I need paint. Let's make it happen. There we go. Oh yeah, fixed it. Oh, if that happens to you guys, it's a scary situation. Always buy more paint than you need is what I can tell you about that. Always buy more paint than you need. Because if not, you're going to get into that situation right there and not have a fix. Alright, so that's good. And my piece had a little bit of boo-boos on it, which I'm not worried about. Alright, here we are, the first coat of clear coat on the front. So I'm going to do 3 clear coats. And like I said, you just got to think, man, there's going to be bugs and all kinds of stuff like that hitting on these, and you don't want that brand new paint job ruined. So we're going to protect it a little bit with some clear. And plus that'll make it look nice and mirror-like. Alright, that's starting to look awesome. And just remember, if you're painting indoors, just try not to breathe too much of the fumes. Dang, I got some bubbles in there or something. Shoot. Dang it. Oh, this stuff bubbled up real bad on me, dang it. May have to sand that. Shoot. Alright guys, so apparently that last clear coat decided to bubble or something. Maybe I didn't keep my temperature consistent. But as you can tell, it does not look good. So, like, look at that side and then look at this side. Like, look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness, that side is gorgeous for the most part. But something happened right here. I don't know what happened. I've been doing nothing but the same thing over and over. But I wanted to show you guys. I'm going to have to try to sand this stuff out of here. I do have some 1000 to 2500 grit sandpaper. So I'm just going to try to lightly see if I can knock this stuff down and get it out of there. Shoot. Oh, I'm disappointed. But that's okay. That's just how that goes. I just wanted to show you guys so you knew what I was up against. And maybe you guys can fix it too if I can. Alright, so here I am. I have sanded it down. It looks pretty good. I mean, you're going to be able to tell that there's some paint difference. But I'm not sure what really happened on this side. But something did. But don't lose your head about it. Just get some, at least, you know, that grit of sandpaper right there. And just try to do it the best you can. I mean, it don't have to be perfect. We're not a show truck, but I think I sanded that out pretty good. I'm going to wash it again, and then we'll come back, maybe spray another top layer of just black on there and see what happens. Man, this side over here is just gorgeous. I don't know what went wrong. I think maybe the temperature changed or something, and it got some bubbles over here. So but oh well, it is what it is. Just know that we can fix it, man. Alright, so I got it hang drying again up here. And you can kind of tell where I sanded on it, but I think it's going to be alright. I think it's going to be alright. I had a couple of little spots and some bubbles and stuff I went ahead and took care of while I was going this far. So that looks a lot better than it did. So I'm going to spray it again and see what happens. Man, this side over here is just gorgeous. Shoot, fire. Alright, so that kind of messed my coats up a little bit, but that's alright. I'm going to put like one more coat of black on it, and then I'll do my clear coats again. So that's just how it goes sometimes, guys. Just like I said, the higher the grit sandpaper you got, the finer it is. I just happen to have that 1000 to 2500, which seems like it did pretty good. I mean, overall, I think it'll be okay. I don't think that that's really going to be that bad. Once I paint back over it, it'll all blend back together. So, all right, that's that. All right, so here we go. I got it out of the tub. I have sanded it, washed it. It looks all right. I'm gonna try to spray a coat of black on it, and while I'm doing that, I'm gonna spray the second clear coats on those trim pieces. All right, so first I'm gonna do the top, the trim pieces that still look good. I'm going to spray them with clear. Alright, that was the second coat on the top, or the side trim pieces. Alright, I'm trying to get y'all a better angle of this, so hopefully that thing don't decide to fall on me. Well, I mean, there's still some messed up spots, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was. So, alright, there's the, I don't even know what that's called, the fix coat. Alright, so y'all seen how bad it was. I mean, you can still tell that there's some stuff there, but not unless you're right up on it. So, I think I did pretty good. There's some stuff, as I can pan it around, you can see, but not too bad. If I kept sanding, it would have been worse, so. Alright, I'm happy with that. I mean, at least I fixed the majority of it. So, like I said, not a show truck. Alright, and this is the last coat on the trim pieces. I'm going to go ahead and get them done so I can work on the other part. These are the outside, the ones for the headlights. Last. last clear coat on these guys. So this is 6 coats of black paint with 3 coats of clear coat is what this will be. Alright, I'm so glad these turned out good. Minor imperfections, nothing major. Which is okay. It's okay. No big deal. So there we go. Last clear coat on them. Let me grab you real quick and show you the other one. Alright, and so here is my other trim piece. It's not really coming up on camera much, but you can see that there's still some boo-boo there, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was. So with the light shining on it, you can definitely tell. But, you know, outside of the light and far back, you can't really tell. So I'm just going to go with it. That's just how it happens sometimes. And I don't feel like re-sanding them all down. Again, it'll still look loads better on my truck. So no worries. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and end the painting video here. I will fix the grill and finish that paint job off camera. The problem is my phone doesn't hold enough memory for whatever reason, and I'm kind of almost at my limit now to be able to make the video. So with that said, you pretty much have the gist of what's going on. I do appreciate everybody that's watching. I'm almost up to 175. I think I'm at 174 viewers now, so thank all of you so much. I greatly appreciate you. I will continue to provide great content. I know these paint videos were probably a little boring, but if you watched all the way to the end of them, I appreciate you guys. It's just part of the process. I didn't have the greatest vantage points for a lot of it, but again, I appreciate you guys. If you like the content, of course, hit that like button, subscribe. Stay tuned. I got a lot more coming. I still got to put the front end back together. I'm hoping to start filming on that tomorrow, hopefully to get her back together. I'm gonna throw in a little goodie that I did off camera, because again, I don't have enough footage or enough memory to film all these things that I'm doing, or I would have. But I made a homemade air filter, cold air intake, if you will. I'm going to call it a true cold air intake. You guys take a look and see what you think. So thank you again. That's all for me. Here is the bonus footage. Yeah, it's working. Nice. Wow, She is purring so good. All right. All right. So there's that part. And it goes over there. Couple clamps. And then these gorgeous hoses up to the motor. Yeah. All right. Bet you that'll get her to breathe a little better. So there's my new air hoses in there. Nice.
Hey, what do you think of that? Huh?